Whether your old farm is broken, or you're looking for a new way to build your first fast XP farm, I've got you covered, because today I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch. This one works in the latest version. So, let's dive right in. Before we start building, let's quickly talk about what broke. The old mechanics of the machine used to be that if an arrow is being propelled and it has not actually landed, it can still do damage and it counts as a player kill. That is still true, except for the fact that the arrow now gets spent. Meaning that the old mechanics still work, it just means that in order to get the same results, you would have to have a lot more resources invested, because it would require a lot more arrows to kill the same amount of mobs, because every single arrow is going to get consumed. Now you're probably thinking that the trident is the answer, but the problem with the trident is you can't really throw it gently. Even if we combine it with the drop of a trapdoor, even with a further drop, it still keeps the same amount of momentum, so this idea won't work. The bubble columns has kind of broke. The good news is if you have one of these outdated systems, you can easily just replace it with the working system. But if you don't, today we're going to build that from scratch. If you're just looking for a repair to your existing unit, you can check the timestamps to see where the repair comes in. Before we start, here's everything you're going to need. These blocks are optional, though I do strongly recommend them. Once you've found your spot, lay out a 3x5 rectangle. Be sure to leave room on either side for the redstone. And now you can grab your optional blocks and lay them out where we're going to lay the redstone line. Now that we have laid our redstone identification block of choice down, it's time to build the machine. So grab your building block of choice. I'm using mangrove planks, but you can use whatever you want. Just don't make it stone, otherwise the silverfish will definitely ruin your day. Next, you'll need your target blocks and piston. Once you place down your target and pistons, it should look something like this. Now we need to build these columns up. Once you've finished building up, you want to make sure that it is 3 blocks deep down to the pistons and 2 blocks deep down to the center block here, like so. Now we're going to place down the dispenser in the middle, followed by the 4 buttons on the side. Finish that off with 3 more planks along the back, like so. Now you're going to want to make sure you place the flint and steel in the dispenser, followed by the campfire in the middle, and then the water block just above that. Don't place it directly on top of the campfire, but place it on the block above. Then you're going to place your 3 trapdoors along the top like so. And you're going to want to place your final block up there for ease. It's not necessary, but it makes this process a lot easier. Now, place in your 20 armor stands. You could do more, you could do less. If you do more, you run more of the risk of them escaping and getting glitched out of the walls. I found that 20 is the sweet spot. But if you do less, you just get less spawn rates. Now we want to place our button here so it can power the dispenser. I'm just going to place a block there so it's easier to see. And now it's time to lay out our redstone. You're going to want to start by running the redstone from the first target block all the way down to the middle and all the way down to the other target block. Then we're going to hook all of that up to a classic redstone clock. Lastly, you're going to want to grab your tridents and throw them in. Try and keep them more or less this side of the center, otherwise it could get stuck in the corner. The more tridents you can get in there, the better, but you can do this with 2. Now that that's all complete, there's only one thing left to do. Throw your potion of infestation, activate your trident killer, and activate the system. And look at that. It works. If you are just doing the repair, all you'll need are these items. If you already have one of these silverfish XP farms, all you got to do to fix it is replace the bubble column with a trident killer. Remove the water, remove the soul sand, place down a piston. Once you replace the soul sand with pistons on either side, you can go ahead and place your target blocks and run your redstone. Then you're going to want to grab your tridents and throw at least one in each side. The more, the merrier, but you can do it with just 2. And flick on your trident killer. If the latest update for Minecraft broke your farm, or even if you're just trying to build your first ever XP farm that works in the latest version, hopefully this video helped you. And if it did, consider subscribing for more Minecraft tutorials, updates, and whatever else I get up to. That's going to do it for me today, folks. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Take care.